Pick up everyone. I'm just trying to get things set up. That's why I'm doing this. All right, thumbnail ready. So big up everyone. Make sure you guys can hear me. Smash up the like, subscribe. I'm trying to get everything set up. Yeah, guys, remember for this stream, subscriber only mode has been turned on because I want to see how much. Not because I'm begging for subs, the trolls. But big up Cooler, big up Bennett. Yes, I made your profile. Oh, you did? Let me have a look. All right, I will have a look. Yes. Can you check out my do-way edit? Yes, in a bit. I want to talk about a little bit of a preview. I will turn on my camera. I'm just trying to set up everything. We're gonna talk about Brazil versus South Korea preview on this channel, and as well the Barcelona Villarreal game confirmed in Miami. What are my thoughts? So yeah, I will stream. So yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I got a little bit of coffee in there, but it's all right. I'm just trying to set up things. I'm still not setting up. We will just be saying hi in the chat for the first 5 minutes, and then about my who should we play? No doubt about that. Smash up the likes. And then, by the way, can you share the stream? It helps. What is my Discord? Hold on. Tutorial on the PFE. Sorry, Barcelona will cook in Miami. Yes, we're gonna talk about that after the South Korea preview. I will open up the end. Let me try to set up my phone, and then I'm ready. And then I'm ready to check, and we're gonna dive in. Yeah, I am just trying to set up everything, guys. 6 o'clock. Perfect timing. Let me try to send people the link. I'm live. Share the stream, guys. This helps out my channel. You guys could hear me well, right? Hopefully, I don't. Hopefully, my internet isn't really lagging, right? Shit, I accidentally screenshot something. No, I don't. Okay, you can hear me, right? I don't have Discord. I hope Israel doesn't make it to the World Cup. Italy will play Israel very soon, I think, again. Oh yeah, that's true. Norway plays them first, then Italy, and that second leg or something. So yeah, share the stream, guys. Hopefully you can hear me well. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Let me check. Hold on. I'm just trying to say Charlie if he could try and come in on my stream. Hold on. I'm just trying to send this as much people as I can. Do I like it? Let me see. Breaking Piège. Hold on. Oh shoot, that's pretty impressive. Not so much updated. You know what? Fair enough. I mean, it's only an updated version of Rio de Janeiro. You know what? I won't mind. if it's Halloween or not Halloween, I'll take that, bro. Let me turn on my camera so you guys could see me. This is the one. Thank you, Cooler. Big up. We'll take that as I'm about to go on the Sunset Brasileña in just a bit. Yeah, as long as there's not anything lagging. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, I already downloaded. I did that into maybe Halloweenish some orange things in just a bit. Okay, we'll take that. Hold on, before let me try I know my camera just lags. It's like I have to pay like a couple like those rents. Of course, I live in Northern California because my parents wanted me to live here and all that, so it's pretty annoying. Clutch. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. Yes, I like it. Big thanks, Cooler. W, bro. But the annoying part is just my facts. Yes. Will they be doing anything? I don't know. Yeah, let me send this to Chris and one more. So make sure you smash up the like, subscribe. Yep, absolutely. Um, hopefully you guys are doing well. All right, so yeah, we're gonna preview the Brazil South Korea game in just a bit. Yeah, we'll take that. It's just my internet giving me problems. For sakes, and I know I can't really swear right much because monetization. I'm trying to get my first $100 paycheck threshold. Oh shoot! Big up Catalan 94. I'm surprised. Big up to you, bro. Hopefully you're doing well. And before you said, I know we're not in the best form, and I know you don't like Carlo Ancelotti, but I want to see how we do. And I'm gonna dive into the game right now. I know people want to say Brazil's washed. Neymar is still not behaving. I know I need to get to that, and especially some call ups. But yes, yes, we're gonna get into. So yes, so yeah, guys, let me try to put on this. Well, no matter what, I always supported Brazil, and even though yes, we got problems from corruption in Brazil, that's going on right now. Like they're trying to cheat, bribe the referees, destroy the whole thing, Brazil, and then falling apart, and like it's not really sustainable. But I just hope that we could do something at least. But now as we take on friendlies against South Korea, Japan on paper and on form kind of ish, and we're gonna talk about South Korea and a little bit about Japan. And then we will be because I went to the Mexico Japan game in Oakland a couple weeks ago in the last window because I lived not far from Oakland because I'm in the Bay Area. I'm like 30 minutes from Oakland, 40 minutes from San Francisco. So that's why I went to the game. My mom and my uncle went. Tried to find mine were supposed to go, but they didn't because they were called in work, I think. Which big up to them. Fine. So yeah, let me try to load this up. So yes. And I know hold on. So hopefully you smash up the likes, guys. I hope you smash up the likes, guys. So yeah, for the first time since June 2022, or technically not 2023, for the first time since June before pre-Copa America, the June and March friendlies, we have a friendly and a non-competitive game. So yeah, guys, will be taking on we will be taking on South Korea. Yes, the round of 16 opponent which we had in the World Cup. We have South Korea away tomorrow, 4 a.m. kickoff for me. And you know what? Oh shoot! Actually, I forgot to press this as I'm trying to load up my camera. Alright, you guys can see me. Come on. All right, so I just hope that this doesn't give me any problems because if it does, then yeah, it's just really hard. So yeah, we are taking on South Korea. Yup, we know. Yup, the 4-1 we gave them in the round of 16, which I haven't even had time to rewatch the highlights. But yeah, we take on South Korea, the same opponent that we knocked them out in the Qatar World Cup round of 16. Yup, and we all know South Korea's Son Heung-min. Yup, some good, excellent players. I really like South Korea's offensives, and yeah, we will be taking them on. Um, shoot, my internet is acting up. Ah, I'm trying to show my cameras. I'm trying to act them up. 1 p.m. Spanish to me. Not too bad for you. Um, so yeah, we're taking on. If you can't see my camera, I have no idea if it's either my internet or StreamYard because I heard StreamYard has been giving people problems as well. It's not really sustainable. But a reminder: we take on South Korea. Yup, the round of 16 opponent. We knocked them out in the World Cup, which even though I'm not gonna show you the highlights just to not get copyrighted. So yeah, and we're gonna talk about South Korea's form. We're gonna talk about doing. So I've dropped the videos on my Brazilian channel, the Brazilian Abroad series, like how the Brazilians, and I try to cover every single one of them. But it's like, yeah, it's a lot, bro. And then I know we got a couple injuries here and there. Like, of course, well, of course, I know we finished fifth, and that's not sustainable. And I know that was a bit giddy, unfortunately. We absolutely did not want to give Venezuela help, and we decided not to help Venezuela. We gave Bolivia instead the repechage or playoff, whatever they have. So yeah, we'll be taking on South Korea tomorrow, 4 a.m. It's going to be an early kickoff. It's going to be really annoying. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm able to do a watch along because I don't think I'm able to watch this. I don't think no one is going to televise the game where I'm at in the U.S. and it sucks, bro. I can't really watch. Did you saw the Alex Pereira fight? No. Oh, the UFC? No, I didn't. Wait, did he fought this weekend? Um, yeah, I heard something about. Yeah, I did hear that he was fighting. Did he won? But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have time, and I didn't even. Yeah. However, wait. Yeah, he's absolutely cooking, bro. And I know he's trying to fight for the UFC 320. Yeah, he's an absolute beast, Oxer. I didn't have time to watch him, unfortunately. Which was this Saturday or yeah Saturday? I didn't have time to watch this because I had other things. Canal lives those free sites for games for you. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm a little bit sick. So yeah, so we all know South Korea how they operate. So yeah, we finished fifth, and I don't think we have an announcement who we're gonna play in November just yet. We haven't even announced who we're gonna play in November. We're gonna play no one. So yeah, South Korea they qualified as of let me hold on. When did they qualify? Well, let me search on my phone. They qualified like early. Qualified for the World Cup. When did they qualify for the World Cup? Oh, on June 5th. Funny enough, they qualified a few days and the same window as us in their 2-0 win against Iraq. And it was official that they've qualified. So yeah. So what has changed between Brazil and South Korea? I'm going to explain it. As we all know, we're coming from a loss, 1-0 loss against Bolivia. Terrible. Even though I don't think we take that game seriously. And I know we were a little bit shameless, but I think we should have done better, honestly. Yeah. Even though we've qualified June 10th, we by beating Paraguay at home. But yeah, Bolivia, we lost to them 1-0. We battered Chile 3-0. And I know without no Neymar. So yeah, let's talk about when we played them in the World Cup, and then or actually, so yeah, this is the result that everyone's been talking about. So yeah, we beat South Korea 4-1. We scored 4 goals in the first half. Vinny actually having a brace, 3 goals from open play. Neymar had a penalty. and he scored it. Richarlison, some funny enough, he scored. Same Lucas Paqueta, as we had our manager, DT, I think, or who was it? I forgot who was managing Brazil at the World Cup. We had 9 shots. We clearly outparked. We literally outplayed out of the park. And in the second half, we just slowed down, took our foot out of the gas, and then South Korea got one back by Park In, but the game was over. But this was the famous 4-1 result. So yeah, I see Allison. He came off injured. That's true, and I forgot how he came off injured. And I think this was happening during school. I think this was on a Monday, so I didn't have time to watch this game, bro. But I know I was trying to ask some kids and like if there was any updates, and even they are not paying attention. Like funny enough, not even my school's taking the World Cup seriously enough. Hard any Brazil fans. So I see we played Weberton, Silva, Danny Alves, Rodrigo came on, and Gabriel Martinelli. So South Korea, yes, Sonny Yumin, yup, who's now at LAFC, no longer at Spurs, the main guy at South Korea now. That the best player South Korea has ever had at this point. And I know I don't recognize a lot of players like this. I know Hang Jun Chan. He's still not Wolves, I think. Is that him? Yeah, he's still not Wolves. Yeah, he's still not Wolves. I don't know if he will be injured. I know Han Min Chan. I know Lee Kang In from PSG. Kim and Jae at Bayern Munich, and I think that's him. And like some other Korean like underrated players. Like South Korea, they have a good squad. But ever since we played them, it's been a little bit different. I know I haven't been paying attention too much to South Korea in these like last few years since we played them in the World Cup. So I see that manager. Yeah, it was DT. So they were managed by Benito. What's his name? Paul he's Portuguese from Portugal. He coached them. So yeah, South Korea they actually they upset Ronaldo's Portugal in the group stage like a 2-1 win in the World Cup, even though Portugal is going to advance first before they battered Switzerland 6-1 and then Morocco. Oh, Morocco 1-0. And then losing to Morocco 1-0 and getting eliminated as Ronaldo still trying to fight for that World Cup. Oh yeah, Lee Kenny came off the bench. Park Suda, who got the goal off the bench. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. Um, and yes, and I know a lot of these players are not known enough, but yeah, I don't know if he's still called up. Where does he play? Oh, Feyenoord. Okay, but yeah, I don't know if they'll have these same players. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The World Cup one where we battered them 4-1, and then don't get me started. And now we crash on the World Cup literally after that. Oh my goodness. Another result I don't want to talk about as much. I hate talking about it, but yeah, where we got knocked out by Croatia for frick's sakes. Híjole, and yeah, and that ridiculous match. We all know what happened. Like, don't get me started. And then we all know here's the rest of the campaign. So that's how we did. Ever since we last played South Korea, yeah, we got knocked out, made it to the quarters. Couldn't make a Brazil Argentina semifinals happen. And then we only made it to the quarterfinals. Brazil F as well. David All Jr., Fernando Diaz, ridiculous coaches, the ridiculous of the ridiculous. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about South Korea's form. But yeah, ever since we got Carlo Ancelotti, looked a little bit better. I know our clean sheet is gone against Bolivia and we lost. But here's the thing: we haven't conceded from open play, even in open play just yet. We haven't conceded an open play goal just yet from Carlo Ancelotti. Not yet. Yes, we conceded a penalty, but not from open play against Bolivia. Um, yeah, I think that since then, I thought we looked a little bit more organized, even without Carlos's tactics. But the man vibes does. So yeah, let's also check on it. Um, so we'll be playing at Seoul's World Cup Stadium. So yep, right here starting tomorrow. So yeah, so yeah, so yeah, over there in South Korea, we all know the temperature is probably really cool because of an area. So yeah, let's see, 60,000% capacity. Who does? Who do they play? Which football club plays them? Is it just for the World Cup then? Does anyone play there? FC Seoul. Oh, FC Seoul. Okay. Oh yeah, Barcelona battered. You guys, Barcelona. You guys battered FC Seoul 7-3. In preseason back in July. Oh yeah, Rafinha. I think he had a goal. I could be wrong. And I know this game was early because of the time zone. This was the same stadium where you guys destroyed FC Seoul. So yeah, so that's where we're gonna be playing. Grass isn't turf. It's all right, anyways. So a good climate. But yeah, right now, like, and I know this game is literally in like 8 hours from now, 10 hours from now. But yeah, this is what we're going. So let's check South Korea's form. Let's talk about our. So okay, South Korea they finished first in Group B, and then they completed that 2-0 win against Iraq, and it was over. They qualified for the World Cup. They are that, and I think they're the second country after Japan and like Iran or something to qualify for the World Cup. United States. Mexico, Canada, which we all know. So yeah, let's check us South Korea's recent form. Yeah, let's check South Korea's recent form, how they have done after the World Cup. So, so yeah, they finished Group B. South Korea. Let's see what they did, and we're also going to talk about a little bit Japan. So yeah, so ever since we knocked them out of the World Cup, they drew 0-0 of Uruguay. They lost to Ghana. This was the upset result against Portugal. Ronaldo's Portugal. They got a last minute winner, Remontada, and South Korea beats Portugal. And the game was pretty even. I thought this game could have ended in a draw, but yeah, this was a famous result, obviously. All right, let's go down. And then this was after the World Cup. So they played Colombia. They drew. They lost to Uruguay. So funny, they somehow lost to Peru. Maybe South Korea in like 2023, they had like some problems going on. South Korea were not doing that great, it looks like, not getting a single win until Saudi Arabia away, September 12th. I think that was another friendly or World Cup qualifiers. I could be wrong. No, I think these were friendlies. Not until November, they had World Cup qualifiers. Second round, they battered Singapore, China, Iraq, and then they started like having some bit of form. It looks like something started to change. Sun Min going at Spurs, Jordan, South Korea, and then they had a thriller against Malaysia. Oh yeah, they went to the AF. Oh yeah, the Asian Cup. That's true. That's where they started. Made it to the semifinals until Jordan knocked them out. And Qatar somehow winning the whole thing. South Korea, Thailand. South Korea. They drew at home, but they battered them away. Funny enough. And then they battered Singapore 7-0, beating China 1-0. And then they were not in Japan's group, it looks like. And then these were the matches that were going. So South Korea looks like they have improved since then. And then the East Asia Cup, I don't know what's that. I don't know if it's another competition or a preseason competition, but not used. But yeah, South Korea has improved, and as they take on Brazil, I want to talk about the two games that just happened in September. Let me read your comments. Big up Ratistov. Bosh. Big up, bro. Bro just got back home from Bless up, bro. Big up. How was the convention? Good? Is there any like things you want to share? Oh shoot, Nicaragua. Nicaragua are playing. That's true. World Cup qualifiers. So yeah, So I'm doing a preview for Brazil South Korea, but unfortunately this game will not be televised or streamed anywhere because no one has the rights. And unfortunately, you might have to go to one of those links to find one, and I'm not gonna do that. I don't know if I should even do this. This game is at 4 a.m., so I'm probably not gonna do it. I might have to do a match review. Someone has to upload the highlights randomly. How did the players do? Because I don't feel like doing this. David Global, they claim they want to broadcast these games, but I think since I'm in U.S. territory, they're probably blocking that. Which even if it's no longer World Cup qualifiers, and I think that's a joke. Unless Xfinity got it wrong and maybe they are broadcasting it. Let me see. Maybe I might wake up and have a look. If David Global is not broadcasting this, I'm going straight to bed. 4 a.m. I know it's Asia's time. Like, look at this 8 hour difference behind, or technically 16 hours. I don't know if I could do this. Let me read your comments. So before we talk about the two games, it was God, bro. Going cause fast tomorrow. Going to be busy tomorrow and Saturday. Oh, you're going back, or you'll be busy. Okay, bro. So, but these games, I want to talk about the recent ones. So, yeah, South Korea, they came to the U.S. They beat the United States 2-0 in New Jersey, at the Red Bull Arena across New York City, the Hudson River. In the United States, they got outplayed. Pochettino doesn't know what the frick he's doing. They had the better shots, and they still lost 2-0. South Korea were clinical. Sonny Min doing his thing, captain thing, assisted Lee. He got the goal and assist. So, and we all know what the U.S. are doing. It's pretty fraudulent at the moment. No yellow cards. They keep it clean or not as physical, but like, but yeah, yeah. Well, before I went to my Mexico Japan game, last month, which I did a vlog, as you said, as I did. So yeah, looks like and then South Korea, and then let's go to the Mexico game, which they drew in Nashville. My second national team, because I kind of root for Mexico as well after Brazil. Kind of my second team because my family's from there, and I do like Raul Jimenez, really an icon. So yeah, all right, let me read your comments before we talk about this game. For that coach volley, so great to going back Saturday. I mean, oh, you'll be back on Saturday. For how long was that convention event? Is it going to be like for the whole October or fall, or like or a week or a few days? All right. So okay, so this is a game I also want to talk about. Yes, I watched this game. This was basically a CONCACAF Asian Classic, basically. Mexico and South Korea brought a good game in Nashville, Tennessee. This was played at Nashville's SC's home. Mexico drew 2-2. South Korea, good game. Sonny Min scoring. Raul Jimenez scored in the first 21 minutes, 22 minutes. And then Sonny Min would equalize in 20 minutes in the second half. And I think he might have gotten an assist, and I don't know. they came they came back. Ho Wan Yin, I hope I pronounced his name right. made it 2-1. And funny enough, Santi Jimenez, the Argentinian Ukrainian naturalized as Mexican, he scored against South Korea in the 2-2 draw. Made it 2-2, and the game stabilized, and that was a great game. Mexico were the better team. South Korea, they managed to limit these chances for some reason and not continue. Mexico gave them a much better game. And I know the U.S. beat Japan, but that was Japan's C team. I have no idea why they were playing like that, honestly. So yeah, and I know they were using El Dala Raul Rango, who somehow managed to only concede just one goal against Club America in that Classico. So this was South Korea. So Sonny Many actually came off the bench in that game. Um, yeah, he came off the bench, and then hit Park as well. Sonny Manley. So I know I don't know most of these players, But we all know the number one target of South Korea, the main guy, is Son Heung-min. And then you could say the second best player is either between Ki and Lee and Hung Chun. But then I know South Korea, they do have players in Europe, but they also have a lot of domestic players, a lot of South Korean players. And I forgot what South Korea squad, what they called up. Like this, for example, it looks like he plays for Sheffield United in the champions in the championship. No. Sorry, my bad. Not Sheffield. I thought. Oh, he plays in. Looks like I think Sheffield United were trying to make a bid or make a move, but it didn't happen. So I got players around Europe, and I know I don't know these players after the main guys like Sonny Min and and Kim Kim and Jay and Kang Lee, and I know that Kim and Jay has been very consistent for Bayern. So yeah, they drew Nashville. So yeah, Mexico and Raul Jimenez, Chucky Lozano, and all that. So I'm still trying to learn. So South Korea they went to a 5-4-1 once. So I don't know what formation they will use. I mean I doubt they'll use the same one like they did against Mexico. I don't know, and especially that Carlo, we all know loves to stick with 4-2-3-1. So before I do that, predicted lineups. Let me see the formation. South Korea kept it. If they're gonna, but yeah, good result for South Korea. Unbeaten against the two CONCACAF giants, 5-4-1. If I expect South Korea to play like that, I don't. I mean, some fans of Brazil be suggesting that Carlos should be playing like what is it? Counter that 4-3-2 or something. No. So yeah, so South Korea they have improved, I guess. Who's their manager? We all know it's Javier Aguirre from Mexico. I want to see South Korea, so I want to see what they could do. But yeah, it sucks that oh Mr. Hong. But yeah, it sucks. I think it might be interim or not official. Oh, looks like he might have been a player for them as well. I see. Or a football player played as a sweeper. Oh, I see. Fair play. Fair enough. But yeah, this South Korea time side, I will say this: they do play better offense. They do play a lot better offense. Yeah, the defense for them is like a little bit more open. Like like it's not as strong as Japan's defense, but in my opinion, they have a better offense than Japan right now. Honestly, the way that they've been playing. So yeah. So let me try it. So yeah, this is how it looks like, and I know it's just really annoying. Like I wasn't able to watch this game likely. So let me see. So let me see what people are saying on Twitter. So big up to Brazil football, or let me try to get this on. Yeah, I know. But we all know Pochettino isn't gonna do crap. And yes, the internet is annoying. Yeah, the Cosmic Eyes, I see that on Facebook. I mean Twitter. I'm not. So even one football has made this. Where are they since the 2022 clash? Oh yeah, 14 a.m. Or okay, there we go. All right, so if you could see my screen. So it looks like Carlo Ancelotti will use his, 4 4 2 4 2 2 4. basically. So he's expected to go to his old famous formation, starting Vinicius Jr. on the left, Rodrigo on the right, Esteval on that right hand side, Cunha on that left hand side, right next to Vinicius. Casemiro Grimanich as a partner pivot midfield, and in the back line, Douglas, Gabriel, Militao, and Vitinho, and Bento in goal. So let's see what people are saying. This is not going to be trained. No one plays of. This is not going to be trained. No one plays of. This is just to create controversy. This guy says Carlos should play midfielders instead of otherwise, or else will be outplayed by European teams. Yeah, I would agree, especially when you could see it. I'm not a fan of Bento on goal. Midfield is not good. Yeah, I don't agree with this. I mean, you could say according to may work against a team like South Korea type of team quarterfinal. Yeah, you can't be doing that. I agree. I mean, I don't know if he does this, but like I hope Carlo could accept or emerge change, emerge, emerge change. Let's see if he can do that. Let's see if he could adapt to that. I want to see that honestly. I want to see that. I want to see change for sure. Absolutely. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, because of this, if we play an actual good performing in Japan, have most players back. I mean, I doubt they'll rotate. And I think Japan plays Paraguay. They would cut us open. Like, it's not sustainable by Carlo, even though Japan, you could say they haven't scored. And we will be doing a preview like that and how they did against Paraguay. And I don't know if it's really annoying. The threes tomorrow, Brazil will be exactly. And it's not looking good. Everything good, just full backs, he says, Adam. Vascaino says, Vascaino Berlin says, it's the third format. I've seen made Rodrigo forward. You have Cunha on the line. The attacking Rodrigo left wing, Cunha classic 10, Straw right wing, uh, true. Vinny Rodrigo Esteval at the home or watching will 5 World Cups. So I see a little bit why people are getting on. Let me try to find this as well. And then especially a proper number 10 from there, that's true. Hold on, let me try to find this. Hold on, guys. But yeah, I do expect, like, I don't think I'm surprised if this game ends in a draw. Maybe somewhat good defense. I wouldn't be surprised if this game ends in a 1-1. Maybe, like, somewhat, not really like an open back or forth. Maybe not too open or someone. And I know I gotta see how it plays out, but the problem is it's likely I will not broadcast. But yeah, looks like tomorrow if Esteban Vinny starts on that side, I want to see how they do. And unfortunately, I can't do a watch along. That's annoying. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I just hope we get a good performance from the boys at least, even if it's a draw. South Korea are just on good form, but it's just expected at least somewhat of a. David Global sent a reminder that to, at 6 a.m. over there in Brazil, which is 2 a.m. here, they will broadcast it. And I know we don't even have Neymar. It looks like it looks like even there's even the South Koreans, even they outside their national team. I'm surprised we're supported there. And like, let's go. Big up, it's me, Blue. Big up, bro. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing well. I'm just trying to preview our game against South Korea, which will be broadcasted on TV Global for you. For me, it's not going to be televised because unfortunately, in the U.S., not letting it happen. So yeah, I'm just trying to see, and I'm not trying to like get anything copyrighted. And I gotta talk about the La Liga game, and then we're out of here. And then I will be ending the stream. But yeah, it's for a friendly. I mean, I want to see how we play. So before from judging that, like what 12 hours ago, they've got a press conference. Carlo Ancelotti says, in the even friendly, I don't want players who goes to the World Cup to be in the best in the world. The goal has to be win the World Cup. High standards, absolutely. Even though we have to, otherwise. But let's, but if we do concede a goal, I mean, if we do concede just one goal from open play, it probably might happen. Whether it's like who's not man marking Son Heung-min or that good ball from one of the domestic players. So I wouldn't be surprised. Or if we could see the pen or score an own goal, I could see. Yeah, I could see my prediction. I could see a 1-1 draw. I wouldn't be too mad. But if we win 2-1, be something special. Somewhat of something impressive. Shoot, I forgot to send him the link. I forgot about Neil. Uh, come on. All right, let me check the comments if anyone is no comments. And I know some people are critical, especially about Neymar. Like I know, like I should be making a video addressing this, and I'm trying to make an addressing video. Like if it was already tough for Neymar, now it's converted again. Like I know things are tough. I want to see what we can work on. If things just don't go well, then yeah, we need an absolute meeting. Will I do an emergency meeting? Maybe. That's what I'm trying to see. Man, for me, this is the weakest team of the century. Spot defense isn't going to give me confidence. Fullbacks, yeah, and I agree. Yeah, especially Rafinha out and like Allison out. Even though Bento could still give us a good game, are like most experienced, are great players. Not, yeah, it's not like the same. And like we still haven't even seen Neymar build up just yet. We haven't even seen that just yet. We haven't even seen that just yet. And I know we don't have like I mentioned, we don't have no Neymar, we don't have Rafinha, we don't have Allison, but once and especially if we don't have a and I we're not even calling out Brazilian league players. He's not gonna give Roberto a chance. I thought Hugo Soares should have stayed at Corinthians. He should have been playing minutes then, unfortunately. But no, Carlo, I'm not trying to get on. I'm a little bit critical. It was like the problem kind of has that mindset still of like not trusting players enough, which is my thing. And I just want to see how we could do. And I know like it's just nuts anyway. And then if we keep this up, the CBF needs to be absolutely need a lot of public lashes. I don't know about that, but it's like no, I want to be positive, confident, but it's like so much. And the good vibes, yep. And look, I have some bad news. Ancelotti are playing who prefer go on vacation instead of defending. Wow. Yeah, and the problem is that needs to be called out as well, and especially no offense as well, Neymar kind of is like that. And if we're not going to do that, then what are we doing then? Okay, so fair enough. It's not really sustainable. Yeah, it's not really sustainable. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Might just not do anything then. So yeah, and I know that instead of just playing, and I know the 20s we can't call them. Oh, they just got back. They just probably want to get rest after getting grouped at the group of death, finishing last place and fourth, not advancing as Spain, Mexico, and Morocco are in the quarterfinals. As Brazil has to go home early in the round of 24 or group stage. I just want to see how we could do. So yeah, any thoughts about any last thoughts? I guess Brazil, South Korea. Anyone? Does anyone have access to the game? For me, I don't. It looks like yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. It's annoying. Didn't even broadcast anything. So yeah. So I want to see what we'll do. But it looks like David Global will not broadcast this game. Unfortunately, it's really annoying. So any thoughts before we move on to the Barcelona Villarreal? Big up Jordan. Yeah, I'm just doing my preview. Brazil, South Korea. How what we're gonna do? I see you got a big game tomorrow. I think for you, Germany. I forgot who you guys play, but good luck. My my so-called narcissist leaf. La Liga promise. I don't know. Let's see if Deva Global broadcasts something tomorrow. Let's see if they could do something. If not, then it's really impossible. I don't know. Not even Disney Plus. But yeah, looks like that nothing is going to happen. La Liga promises bringing clubs like Inter Miami and Independiente. Why are they doing that? La Liga promise, basically the youth team. So I want to see what we can do. So yeah, I want to see what we will do. I guess. I mean, of course, some people will be suggesting some different ideas. For me, it's just as long. Germany, Luxembourg. Give me my mod back. Did YouTube unmodded you? Yeah, I'm gonna add you as modded again. Here you go. So that's tomorrow, right? So good luck. But yeah, but yeah, U.S. Ecuador tomorrow as well. I just want to see what else we can do. Can BN Sports have access? No, it's not. Yep. Oh, it's on VIX as well. They shoot another. Oh, it's not on VIX. Yeah, it's not on VIX. I know it. Panama, El Salvador tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just trying to see what else we could do. So looks Inter Miami on today. Oh shoot, La Liga Promise. Flamengo Palmeiras is in it. For a sec, I thought that was David Global trying to broadcast the actual game, which is next weekend. Even though I can't show images, they're trying to broadcast that. I'm surprised that this isn't the only La Liga promises. They invited the stupid pigs, the corrupt rats, versus the biggest club in Brazil, Flamengo. Basically, the new El Clasico of Brazil. I'm surprised they invited them. Inter Miami, Monterrey. The youth teams I'm talking about, the La Liga under 12s promise tournament they're trying to do this weekend or this week or tomorrow. So fair enough. As we're here in October, looks like down in Haiti, Nicaragua, the game has been postponed. Maybe due to a possible weather. My blood country playing tomorrow as well. Oh, Jamaica, are they playing as well? That's crazy. Oh, I see. Yeah, crazy internet. So yeah, so you guys are still here in the chat, right? Fair enough. All right, so okay, fair enough. All right, so let's talk about the La Liga games, and then we're gonna try and wrap it up. So yeah, let me try to load this up. See, there was a thunderstorm. So yeah, let me try to find it. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Honduras, Costa Rica players are out. So yeah, as of yesterday, 36 hours ago, I think 36 hours ago, it's been confirmed, guys. La Liga is coming to the United States for real. Put the games in the U.S. and guess what? They are taking home games away. Villarreal's home game has been taken away. They accepted this, and now we're going to have the Villarreal Barcelona game in Miami rather than Villarreal itself in the Valencia community. It will be over there instead of. And Villarreal accepted it. So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Villarreal playing Barcelona in Miami? And it looks like something controversial. Some people say game is gone. You to woke nonsense, and I have some mixed feelings. I'm kind of a bit shameless, but some people say La Liga Nigeria. So, what are your thoughts? Miami Dolphins, home to the Miami Dolphins. What are your thoughts that they're here? It's official. Will be allowed, even though no one cares. If this was a Philadelphia versus Cincinnati matchup, and like it was held either in Barcelona or Valencia or something, no one cares because they're not as big. But Barcelona, the brand, they did this, and now they're coming to the United States. What are your thoughts? It's all about the pound of PR money. I have mixed feelings. It's cool. It's nice to see, but at the same time, why are we taking games away from the actual country of Spain, domestically? And now they're coming they're coming home. They're coming here in the United States, and they chose Miami because we all know Lionel Messi lives there. great climate. Um, Miami is a cool place. I have some mixed feeling. It's cool. It's good because people who refuse to travel to Spain will now incur. Will only have to travel somewhere unless you live in Miami or near Miami. I live all the way in California, so I would still have to travel nearly halfway to the other side of the country. But as for me, um, it's mixed feelings. It's good and bad. And like yes, they will be making money, and like it might try and juice Villarreal fans, but probably not a lot in the United States. Because Villarreal are not known as a big club yet. Yes, they are trying to make some big moves, including winning that Europa League against Manchester United back in 2021, almost winning that Super Cup, only losing to pens on Chelsea, and they went on full force. But yeah, what are your thoughts? As now we're gonna hear trust the process, the process get all giddy about it because now we're gonna have games in the U.S. AC Milan versus Como will also be held in Australia, in Perth, Australia, rather than in Italy, and it's a joke. But if I have to enjoy it while I can, people will do it. The problem is, I know this will hurt Villarreal fans. I don't know if they think about this. I don't know if they will protest. If I was a Villarreal fan, I would be absolutely protesting on the streets right now, and I would protest even the team bus. And I don't want to go to the U.S. because what if Villarreal fans don't have a visa or something, especially the United States, especially home to ICE, as Donald Trump's America claims he's doing good, even though we all know that behind the scenes it's not impressive. It's not that impressive and it's still not good enough. As they're trying to do this because the FIFA World Cup is there and about the money, and they're doing this for one game, and it's going to encourage more people, and more people be all getting. And I know this could hurt football. And if I had to be shameless, would I be at the game? Maybe. I might be there. Maybe. You probably won't see me in a Barcelona or Villarreal kit, probably in just my Brazil kit. To probably represent Rafinha. If I had to wear Barcelona's Rafinha kit, fine, because he's still my guy. I'll have a football club. But it's just crazy. What are your thoughts, guys? They will be hosting games in the U.S. Now we're going to hear more of this. Now it's going to happen more often. Now, Villarreal fans, you got to travel to the United States. You're no longer going to play home. And I know to some Real Madrid fans, they'll say that this is a disadvantage plus um, of like trying to like improve things. So I want to know, what are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about this? What are your thoughts? Like I mentioned, mixed feelings. Does it help? Well, or maybe we'll see what happens. But at the same time, people are going to have to accept that then. And if I was a Villarreal fan, like I said, I would be protesting on the streets right now. Immediately, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even allow them to go to their trains slowly because yeah, protest. It's it's serious. Yep. So, what are your thoughts, guys? Yes or no? Surprised no one's in the chat. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Yeah, I know some people saying. So yeah, what are your thoughts? Anyone is in the comments still? Well, yeah, like I mentioned, mixed feelings. But the problem is, they should have been announced a little bit earlier. Unless if we something will have to change. Unless if we hear Villarreal fans protesting this massively. Unless if we get a civil unrest, I don't know if that will change anything, or the Villarreal fans actually accept this. They'll be like, hey, we actually we don't mind going to the United States playing our home game. And I know some people, I know Madrid fans been questionable, but if Real Madrid have something like this, which probably will be eventually as well, probably wouldn't be saying the same thing unless you are actually critical. Some mixed feelings, but the problem is, then shouldn't we have Liga MX games being played abroad as well? Like let's put Medica Cruz Azul. Fuck. Hold on. It's like saying if you want to have a classical home in like Cruz Azul America and like Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano, or or we want or we want America versus Leon, or no, not even that. If we want Necaxa versus Pachuca, or Puebla versus Atletico San Luis. If it, no, no. If we want to have that match either in the U.S. or Spain, are we gonna have that as well? Are we gonna have like for me? I know they're not gonna go like an El Clasico, but like Will said, Villarreal fans, there's hardly any fans in the U.S. that are known enough. Yeah, you expect some Villarreal fans, but like not a lot. Because it's going to be the majority of Barca fans. And of course, Barcelona will dominate, especially Miami, being the hotspot of Hispanic Latinos, Americans especially. Yeah, from Argentina, Colombia, a bit of Mexico, Brazil, Uruguay. Of course, they want to go, especially if I live in that area. Of course, they want to go. Of course, they want to go for sure. Absolutely. Montreal as well. Es porque no hay tiempo hoy. Ya se escurrió. But yeah, if they played in if they bring an El Clasico to United States, that makes sense. If they bring this like an El Clasico at MetLife, that makes sense because Barcelona and Real Madrid, they have the two biggest fan bases in the United States, the world. So there should be equally coolers and Madridistas. And I know we just had a preseason game last year at MetLife, El Clasico, for preseason, but now they won. It looks like they actually won a serious game. I don't know because if this game will have to be played during at night. No, I'm there in the daytime. And I wouldn't be surprised if this game will be played around 3 p.m. or something. And the problem is for Barcelona, they'll have to travel to the United States. Sure, they'll probably likely not play another game after December the 15th or something, 14th weekend because they don't have anyone else to play. I don't think they even have a Copa del Rey match just yet. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about your thoughts. But for me, it's just some friendly. Yeah, I just want to see what happens. Like, yeah, we'll see how it plays. Yep, Lamine Yamal, everyone want to see him. Messi, Suarez, Busquets, Jordi Alba retired. Why wouldn't they see that? Oh, perfect opportunity. So I don't know if I will actually go because I'm gonna go to an MLS Cup final. I want to go to this game and how much tickets will they charge? Looks like general public tickets will go out in like 12 days, a few weeks from now. So they're giving 2 weeks to prepare. It's been out 36, so it's like 12 days from now. So which means probably next Tuesday and the next Tuesday. And we all know El Clasico is coming up very soon, especially for these games. But yeah, traveling to the United States, like here and there. And then, but here's the thing: don't Villarreal? Don't they gotta play like a Copa del Rey match or something? I could be wrong. No, they don't, because that's also in consideration about that. I will do a part two about it very soon. Ah, shit. So I want to see what happens because I have no idea why is no one watching my stream. Why is there only two people? And I know I had to make this stream. Oh, okay, finally get a comment because it's been like quiet. Oh, big up C Media. Surprised you're here. I know there's something football. Do you know Gotcha Tales quitting communities? No, I'm not really surprised. Why? Is it because due to stress or things he has to do personal and that's on him? Does that mean he's going to be inactive? If he wants to do his thing, he's just doing his thing. And like, I mean, I do wish him the best. I mean, if he's not gonna talk to anyone, then if he's just gonna do his thing, fair enough. Life is life. So nothing like really control. Hopefully, you smash up the likes. Give this stream a like. So I will be ending the stream very soon. But yeah, I will be. Oh. But yeah, as we're gonna have more games, we'll see what else the outcome is. We're only gonna do once every year, and of course, I know the NFL does this, the NBA does this now these days, having 1, 2 games outside of the U.S., giving up a home game internationally. I'm surprised this really happens. Would I be surprised if we get a Champions League final or a game being played in the U.S.? I doubt it. You know, if FIFA wants to be that selfish and that, maybe they'll consider that. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. And of course, some people just YouTube woke nonsense. That's like a lot. I'm not gonna be surprised if that happens. But it's like I'm gonna see how the outcome works. So we'll see what happens. So any thoughts before we wrap up the stream? Yeah, that's all I got. Everything needs to be said. I'm just disappointed that I'm having a little bit less people coming on the channel. I do have to wrap it up. So is there anything else? Or we're good? Anything else before we wrap? But yeah, like I don't know, for some reason viewership is just low. Will I be back tomorrow? Probably not. I might be back for Saturday morning, maybe. Maybe I might be back Saturday morning. I consider that. Maybe. We'll see. I know this favoritism is annoying, bro. It is. Especially that I it's a joke. So anyways, alright. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Might try to do a match review about my thoughts. I might try to do live doing a post game maybe tomorrow on the Brazilian channel. So yeah, so big up.